All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Soon said he kicked back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sarah Soon said he DVD lectures. That's right. T-shirts and hoodies. Let me throw it in there. T-shirts and hoodies. African and Kemetic jewelry. Holistic tonics and remedies. We also have home decor for the family, accessories for every room in the house. We got you. You see, for every room in the house, living room, dining room, kitchen, bathroom, we got you. 20% off at this time. Run, run, run. Come everything on the store and on the website. 20% off, family. Come get your discount. Also, pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, over 900 videos on African history, heritage, African spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. The complete General Sarah Soon SETI website. Get your behind in class today. Don't you wait another second. Come get that smoke. Family and General SETI, keep it popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live streams, too hot to handle on YouTube or any other tube. You see, and then we keep it exquisite for our family on Patreon. Believe me, tomorrow, if you could be in the house right around noon, we're gonna be dropping. You see, we're gonna be dropping. Have yourself in the place. Do not miss it. Okay, do not miss it. And so make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, General SETI, King SETI, Sarah Soon SETI. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. And these moderators will ban you too. They'll ban you too. All right. Now, so today we're dealing with another powerful presentation. We're dealing with the ancient Egyptians, the most gifted of all times, the greatest megalithic builders of all times. And we must state that. There's a lot of cultures out here that want to compare to ancient Egypt. And I don't know how you let them do it with a lineup like this. You see, we're going to rock it down today. We're dealing with megalith and we're dealing with cultures that move stone. We ain't talking about no mud bricks. We talking about stone today. You see? Now, we're going to be, let me get in here. Let me get on in here. And we're going to have a war later on between the African pyramids and the so-called American pyramids. You see? Now, some of them happen to be old Mecca. And so that's our family. That's our family. But nevertheless, it's going down. It's going down. Now, so we're dealing with the large, the top megaliths of all time. Now, let's deal with this. Let me see if I can get this in here. Right here, I put this in here for you. Right here is the obelisk, the unfinished obelisk. That's the unfinished obelisk of Hatshepsut. Listen to this. It measures over 120 feet. They left it in there now. They didn't they quarried it, but they didn't remove it because it had a crack in it. Now, matter of fact, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get a let me see if I can get a, I like one, a better photo. That's a nice one, but I like them. Let me see. This is the unfinished, but that's not big enough. Ain't gonna take forever to do it, but it's the unfinished obelisk. Let me see if how big is that? Well, that's a nice one right there. There you go. Hopefully they let me get it. Hopefully they let me get it. Okay, they let me get it. And so you see, it's cracked down there, so they didn't remove it. But you got to understand now, we talking about master builders. We're talking about master builders, family. That's carved from one block, carved out of the mountain. That's one solid block. Okay, the incredible stone. Listen, is more than twice the size of any known obelisk ever raised. Okay? Quarrymen apparently abandoned the obelisk when natural fractures appeared in its sides. However, the stone still attached to bedrock gives important clues to how the ancients quarried granite. Much of the red granite used for ancient temples and Colossi came from quarries in Aswan area. Okay, showing you that now Aswan is Nubia now. Okay, Aswan is Nubia. Now, let me show y'all where that's at. Because I want y'all to understand this now. I want y'all to understand this. And where they gonna move it to. You see? I like a nice map. Like no half map. Let me see. See, we dealing with high science today. Okay, I'm not gonna take forever because okay, here go one. I think this is a nice one. Yeah, this is a nice one right here. Let me drop it on in there. Yep, they're glad they let me get it. So you see, Aswan is far south. That's Nubia. Okay, that's actually Nubia. And you see where Cairo is. And so, but she more likely she was taking it to Luxor. Okay, which is still a nice distance. Which is a nice distance. Now, I showed you the barge of Hatshepsut. Okay? Let me show you again. Okay. This is her barge. Now, you could imagine that those obelisks on that barge, because Hatshepsut put a nice few, she put about 2-3 obelisks at the Temple of Karnak. Okay, she put about, I believe 2 or 3. Okay, she put about 2 or 3. Let me see if I can get that. Where's that other barge? I want to. Let me get the picture. Okay, that ain't the one I want though. That ain't the one I want. But that's a nice. Oh, here it go, right here. I knew I was gonna run into it. So these obelisks they only weigh 700 tons a piece. So this one right here, you see, it would have weighed over 1,200 tons. You see, 1,200 tons. So shit, the barge would have probably been bigger than this one to carry that down. So that just show you the level of how the Africans was building. Wasn't nobody building on the level of the Africans. for any little a feeble-minded individual that think that you can explain Egypt by way of Mesopotamia, a mud brick civilization, Greece, Rome, or any other. Now, Rome had, they had the privilege of, enslaving African architects. You see? And so they had the privilege of enslaving African architects. And so you see a heavier stone in Rome. You see, now there is a stone in Lebanon under that was, established, but the Africans is the ones that put it there. It's called Baalbek. But you got this large stone here, and it's estimated. But the thing is, when you go to other places, they just have a lump. They have a lump. They don't have it cut into a statue or something. They just have a large lump of fucking stone somewhere. Okay, so Baalbek, that is a heavy ass stone now. You see, that is a heavy ass stone. They say, it says some have estimated that it may weigh 2,000 tons, but the individual who I'm studying say that it's approximately 1,158 tons. Okay, 1,158. So it's not as large as the obelisk of Hatshepsut, the unfinished obelisk in Aswan. It's not. Now, check this out. Now, next up, we talking about the heaviest stones that have ever been quarried. You see, so that one, now these two haven't been moved, but now we're going to be dealing with statues that have been moved. Now, I'm going to get a better one now. Now, this is the at the Ramses. I got to get a better one than that. Let me get a better one than that. Okay, the Ramses, there it is. It is statue. Now, the Persians, they say the Persians, when they came in, they knocked it down. You see, they knocked it down with their old evil ass. That's a nice statue. Okay, that's a nice picture right there. Let me throw that in there. Is it limestone? No, it's granite. I don't know what type of I don't know if it's I don't know if that's limestone or not. I can find out when we get it, when we get off into it. So here it is. Now they knocked it down, and technically this was the largest statue ever been quarried, ever been raised. Let me see. Let me see if I can get another picture of it from a different angle. Let me see. I don't like no little photo, man. I like a bigger photo. But that's good. Because we got to move on to the next one. And so I'm not gonna be so picky right now about that's a nice one too. I don't know if they're gonna let me get it though. They did. Okay, so that's another photo of how large it is. Now let's get the specs on this. Just to show you how large Okay, the Ramesses, now this statue was located at the Ramesseum, is the memorial temple of Ramesses II. Okay, only fragments of the base and the torso remain of the colossal statue of the enthroned Ramesses. It would have been 19 meters high and weighing around 1,000 tons. Listen to this. The stone for the statue was transported 170 miles overland from Aswan to Thebes. Do you understand? 1,000 tons, and you moved it 170 miles overland from Aswan to Thebes. This would have been the largest statue in the world. Okay? Except statues carved in situ. And so what does that mean? It must mean it's still connected to the mountain. In the original place. Okay? Situated so if they carve it right then and there. So this was the largest one ever moved. You see, this was the largest one that ever moved. Okay? Now I had to find out what type of stone it was. They use a lot of limestone. They do. They do. They use sandstone too. Okay? They use sandstone too. Now let's move to the next one. 1,000 tons. And they moved it 100. Now, the next up is, let me put this in here. Let me go on and get because you know, I'm taking it from a site. I've already used this site many years before. There you go, Colossi of Memnon. Okay, they ain't got nothing to do with Memnon. They just say Memnon. Okay, this is actually the statues of Amenhotep. Amenhotep the third, the Grand Master, who built outside of Ramesses, no other favorite, and then he put more statues down than even Ramesses. Okay, now if you look on this how it would look. I'm gonna just give you the let me get this out of here. Now they got the replicas on Assassin's Creed, but they ain't gonna let me get it. That's all right. I don't need to get it. I'm gonna just get the originals. These are the originals. Let me put them in here. Oh, they don't want me to get that neither. That's all right. We're gonna keep. Okay, they should let me get these. They're starting to deteriorate too. You can see. You see, I believe water had damaged the temple. I think the Nile had flooded, and it damaged his temple. You see, and I guess eventually it came on down. Okay, the Colossi of Memnon, Amenhotep III. Let's make that clear. These two giants were built from a single piece of stone each. So they are oriented towards the sunrise at winter solstice. The statues are made from blocks of quartzite sandstone. Okay, these are made from quartzite sandstone, which was stone quarried at El Gabal El Ahmar near modern-day Cairo and transported 420 miles overland without using the Nile to Thebes. They are heavy to transport upstream on the Nile. So if they quarry upstream, that means north. That means north, and so you're going against the river. If you going with the river, you got that's better. But if you got to go up the river from Cairo up to Luxor, you're gonna have a hell of a time. And so they had to carry it by land. So they moved, you talking about 1,000 tons each. And so they transported them over 420 miles using they are too heavy to transport upstream on the Nile. The mortuary temple built for the 18th dynasty king Amenhotep III, 1390-1352, that once stood behind these two figures was completely stripped for its masonry. So they destroyed, they stripped it down. They stripped it down. It very well may have been, like I said, it very well may have been flooded, and it probably was, starting to deteriorate. But so that's even letting you know. You see what, that they tore it down. Now I'm gonna put this one in here. Matter of fact, let me go on and get a. Now this is Aksum. I've been blessed. Everything I'm putting up here, I done seen by the blessing of the ancestors. That I saw everything except Aksum. I only seen this once, but I have been to this burial site of the Aksumite kings. Let me see if I can get a better one than this. Aksum Stelae. Okay. Now the one that fell down was actually the heaviest one. I don't believe it fell down. I believe they knocked it down. I believe they was trying to steal it, and they fucked around not having the technology, and when it fell, it broke. They try to blame it on a damn earthquake. Now that's the one that fell. You can see the one in the back. Let me see if I can get it. This a nice one. Let me put it in here. Okay. Now let's get the specs on this. Let's get the specs. The area of Aksum is home to what was once 7 large stelae, all decorated in the same style with doors and windows with astro imagery at the top. The largest still standing, okay, they saying that one is, well, the largest still standing. It don't mean that was so I see what it's saying. It's 21 meters high, 70 feet, but there were larger with the heaviest now fallen, broken, estimated to have originally weighed in at 500 tons. 500 tons. And so that one very well, I seen where Hatshepsut had a couple that was 700 tons. Okay, so Aksum was the ancient political and religious capital of Ethiopia. Okay, though the exact date of its founding is not known, it is known that the Queen of Sheba, who reigned around 1000 BC, had Aksum as her royal capital. Aksum was also rumored to be the home of the Ark of Covenant. Okay, now we about to go to, let's go on over here to Khufu. I believe this is Khufu. Now, I believe, well, this is actually at the Giza plateau. And it's not actually on, but it's the blocks, I believe, at Khafra's mortuary temple. Okay. And so they got some crazy blocks. Khafra. Temple. Let me see. Yeah, here they go. Boy, I just want to give y'all a quick and let y'all, you know, and then we'll go into it deeper at another time. We'll go into it deeper at another time. Now, what it's saying, there are several extraordinary sized stones recorded at the Giza plateau, with the largest regularly estimated at over 400 tons. And some of these blocks at the top up here, man, some of them blocks, man, is 200-300 tons. How's they raising all these stones, man? You know what I'm saying? Nowhere and see, the difference is you can go, they'll take you to Stonehenge and all of that shit, and you know, in other areas of the world where they got, you know, rock, but they not mason, you know, and crafted into, you know, beautiful works of art. They just be having big ass stuff. They don't do this right here. Man, let me show you something. Wait a minute. Let me show y'all something. This shit crazy, man. Real talk. Nah. Look at this. Now these is the columns at Karnak, and they 70 feet tall. Now let me see how much they weigh. Let me see how much they weigh. Look at this. I want y'all to see this. How tall they is. 70 feet. And now them damn, I believe they call them arch trays. Hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay. I want to know how much they weigh. They might not, but I believe when I saw it, they weighed at least 200-300 tons. I believe, no, it wasn't that. It was 100 tons. You know, and so you can imagine, you know, I mean, that's not one. So you know, they were stacked all up there. So you're talking about just thousands and thousands of tons. And imagine how they lifted those blocks 70 feet high and placed them on top of them columns up there. You see? No other people in the world, man. Anybody, let me tell y'all this. Anybody that bring up Sumeria, India, in comparison to ancient Egypt, is mentally ill. There's no way you can explain Egypt by no other civilization on the planet. They just wasn't doing shit like that at all. Never. Never. You see? And so the Egyptians were just doing it consistently. You see, and everything they did, you see, they was moving megalithically. You see? That's like 50 semi trucks. Man, a damn elephant only weighed 12 tons. God damn. You know, let's talk about that, man. An elephant only weigh goddamn 12 tons. And so you already know what that's saying. And they pull, that's just like that, and them blocks weighing that, you know, hundreds of tons, and you get it up over 70 feet high. Those are and when you look at that, those are the tallest columns ever constructed. Ever. And so, yeah, we're talking about the Valley Temple, and even Khufu, the King's Chamber. Okay? Let me get that. And then we'll move on. Let me see if I can get a picture of it. Here it is. This is the one I wanted, right here. Boom. And I'll touch on some of the other ones. I'm going to do a part 2 to this because there's so many of them that they need to get they shine. Now, you see here. Now, let me see if I can get the backdrop. Can we see it from the one here? No, they ain't got it. Let me see. No, they don't. Well, it's right there. I believe it's right there where that hole was blew in. I believe that's where it's at. That's where I believe that's at. They tried to blow a hole in there. You see them blocks right there? That's over the King's Chamber. Let's get the specs on that. Okay. The Great Pyramid of Khufu, the King's Chamber, and the Great Pyramid is connected, is covered over with several granite stones estimated at 50 to 7 tons each. The gable stones over the entrance, which you see right there, and several of the stones covering the descending passage are also several cubic meters in size. So them stones right there weigh 50 to 70 tons a piece. Right there. You see? We talking heavy mental today, family. We talking heavy mental. And so why did I do this one? Because I'm showing and proving that we do this consistently. Not just on one and no other people. No other people, not even no Roman, no Hindu, not one of them built as massively as the ancient Egyptian. They don't even come close. Because when I look at the list of the top stones that was ever, is damn near, listen to me, is damn near 90% ancient Egyptian. So, that just show you right there that you cannot compare ancient Egypt to no other civilization. It's impossible, family. So when we start talking about science and we talking about the advancement of masonry, and motherfuckers and so that's just like when they say the Anunnaki came down. I'm gonna keep jumping on these motherfuckers. So I want a nigga to say something. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the Anunnakis helped set up Sumeria, a mud brick civilization. They could have stayed where the fuck they was. There wasn't no advanced technology they brought. They could have stayed where the fuck they was. If that's all they had, they could stay where they was. Because we were the ancient Egyptians, listen to me. That's going to be one of my next titles. The ancient Egyptians were more advanced than the Anunnakis. Because all the Anunnakis could give the Sumerians was mud brick. Okay, where the ancient Egyptians built with megalithic stone blocks so unbelievable, you could not imagine or conceive how they were quarried and placed in the positions that they were so far above the ground. How did they do it? The ancient Egyptians were more advanced than the Anunnakis. Nigga, start over. That's what, niggas in there, all them niggas that studying the Anunnakis, after about 30 days, they know how they writing all that. You know what they gonna do? They gonna take all that shit they writing and start over. They like, this nigga done blew my shit. You know what I'm saying? I was about to write a book to this nigga that started putting these damn videos. All right, family. This is the general saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily liberation through African education. I'll be right back, family. Peace.